Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take a quick look here at ICP. I double check a few things here. It does look like we have broken free from our descending type of trend, basically our triangle pattern, but we still are failing to break through this local high of 620 to 640. Okay, so there's a liquidation range there. Part of that has been swept. We'll have to double check and kind of see where we're at there. But the overall sentiment here is that until we close above that level, it may be best to presume that we're either going down with Bitcoin or we want to take a long, preferably above that level. The level I'm referring to isn't just this 610, 615. It's more so along the lines of this local higher here at about $6. So I think a closure above $6, which we still haven't had yet, is going to be an important starting point for considering a long. Now, a lot of that does hinge on the fact that Bitcoin is slightly pulling back, so we're going to want to look at the comparison of ICP to Bitcoin and see how well it's performing versus that. And then also understand the liquidation here too. But before we do, just hit the like button, folks. It really helps grow the channel. Do that every single time you watch the video. And then you can join us on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord as well. I've also got a Trading Academy community and Signals group. It's all linked down below. Okay, so here, look at this. 626 upwards to 670. That's probably the likely next target area for this coin to go further higher. Not to say we can't still go lower, it's just that there's not a tremendous amount of lower liquidation there left from a bigger perspective. In other words, from the macro, we still got a lot left to go to the upside. Basically implying the bulls are in control, because if you take a look here, liquidation delta is at 120 million. This is pretty high for this coin. So it's a good amount of liquidation long, basically letting us know that longs are either going to A, get destroyed, that's if Bitcoin dumps obviously, or more importantly, longs are basically controlling the markets and that we're in pretty good shape for further upside because they keep buying more ICP. Okay, that's a good sign. 560 is that point of control here, or that local area of open interest in the last 7 days. Taking a look here at the macro daily time frame, we're over all moving averages minus the 200. That's way away. We don't need to worry about that. It's up at 750. But from the overall sentiment here on the daily time frame, these are all very positive signs. Stochastic still swinging up. Money flow index is higher or above the RSI, and we're over that moving average. These are phenomenal signs you want to buy into, because look at this volume, folks. You don't short against that. It's just a bad idea. So the sentiment here right now is fantastic. In fact, I'm heavily considering, honestly, a long at this point, just based on this, the macro being so strong. You do have to recognize, though, that comes with a caveat here. I'm probably going to choose to use very low leverage if I do that, and recognize that Bitcoin pulling back could incentivize ICP to do so as well. But let's take a look here. This is the 4-hour time frame. Really quick to note. Kind of look at the price action here. So this is ICP, and this is Bitcoin's price action. So we can see Bitcoin just consistently going up. ICP is roughly doing the same, but consolidating at the local high. Okay. Now that local high provides us with a squeeze opportunity here, and the likelihood of the price action going higher from here is pretty great, because we generally are working ourselves into a higher low, lower high type of pattern, and usually when you see that, the price will break out. Now, I'm not a breakout trader myself, but the likelihood of the price breaking further up here is high, pending Bitcoin doesn't run any lower, okay? And if you look at the charts here, you take a look at this here, and you look at how Bitcoin has been pulling back over the last 12 to 24 hours, ICP is essentially establishing higher highs and higher lows concurrent with that. So that's a very good sign that shows that we have an inverse pairing, if you will, where the price action for ICP is going up when Bitcoin is going down. That's a good sign. So to me, I think this coin looks like it's primed and ready to rock and roll. I'll update the charts and post a playout chart available on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Obviously, that's available here if you're not familiar. I do provide short videos as well on there, and it's a pretty cool experience. Been getting a lot of good feedback. So thanks again for always liking the videos, commenting, of course, if you get a chance. And don't forget to join us over at Bitunix, awesome exchange, link down below for this. There's roughly, 8 days left in this promotion here, and these campaigns run monthly. So if you use my link to register, you'll always be eligible for nice, easy promotional bonuses there. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, though. Thanks again so much for being an amazing part of my life. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.